Let's talk about time management tips for you to better manage your business and family this summer on the Good Enough Mompreneur Podcast. Welcome back to the Good Enough Mompreneur Podcast, where we celebrate all the ways that we can better manage our business goals and thrive in our families. I'm your host, Angela Mashuli. Thank you so much for joining me this week on this solo episode. It is the unofficial start of summer, and so I wanted to share with you a portion of the Summer Sanity Workshop that I hosted last weekend. If you missed it or you want to hear it again, I'm sharing today the portion about time management. And I talk about how to conduct a practical time audit to take control of your schedule. And not only take control of your schedule, but asking yourself, what is it that I'm doing and how does it make me feel? Is it draining your energy? I also talk about the benefits of monotasking to enhance your focus and productivity. And I talk about some innovative ways to establish time boundaries to protect that time that you really need to be productive. In addition to that, I wanted to also let you know that I have a new summer sanity coaching package designed to deepen your mastery over balancing business and family life during this summer. So what you get in that package is 2 additional 1-hour coaching sessions, a video bundle of 6 videos exploring the top challenges mompreneurs face in balancing business and family. And this is an exclusive bundle that you cannot get anywhere else unless it's attached to one of the products that I offer. It's not on YouTube. Nobody has ever seen these unless you have purchased a product from me. And also with this coaching package, you're going to receive alumni discounts to future events and courses. So that's something that's definitely going to be helpful during the future. We already have some things in the works. So there are limited spots, as you can imagine, for the Summer Sanity Coaching Package. You have to apply by June 1st in order to be able to take advantage of that special 2 1-hour sessions and everything else that is included. So I will leave a link in the show notes where you can apply. And then also, if you would like to get the replay of the Summer Sanity Workshop, including the free workbook, I'm including that also in the show notes where you can get that absolutely free to you. So I hope you enjoy this short session about time management tips that you can use in your business this summer. All right, so let's begin talking about time management, because it can seem like if you are not intentional with your time, it can get away from you. It still happens to me some days. It's the end of the day and I'm like, what the heck did I even accomplish? One of the ways that I really try to take control of my time is doing a time audit. And everybody who's on this call or ask for to watch the replay is going to get my time audit. And for an entire week, at least, you should track your time, what you do, and what's really important is how you feel about what you're doing. And if it's something that's draining your energy, it's time to rethink. And I'm going to give you some tips for thinking about all of the tasks that you do. So for me, I honestly print out a daily, weekly, and monthly calendar that I have that lets me see the lay of the land. What's really important too about time management, and I'm going to introduce you to a book later on in the presentation, is this concept of monotasking versus multitasking, and we're really taxing our brains. And we're really not giving the best to anybody or anything when we're quote unquote multitasking or attempting to do more than one thing at a time. So, monotasking, giving yourself permission, you're going to help preserve your energy by just giving yourself permission to do one thing at a time. And then some people don't even create a schedule. So, I'm going to give all the listeners on this or who are watching a copy of a schedule that you can use. And it might not be the same schedule every day. You can print it out as many times as you like and use it to actually set a schedule. Maybe your children only go to camp certain days. So not every day is going to look the same. So maybe it looks the same Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but have a schedule and then actually put it in your calendar. But what I find really helpful is to actually put that schedule somewhere where your kids can see it as well and your family can see it so they know what you're doing if your kids are old enough to know that. But I'm guessing that you probably have other people in your household who would benefit from knowing what that schedule is. So, what is also really important, kind of goes along with monotasking, is time blocking those tasks. Really, at this point, you should have a complete list of all of the tasks that you do. And so, I really challenge you to make sure you're doing that and just not reactively doing tasks all the time, but making sure the tasks that you do need to do, and we're going to talk about how you evaluate what you should be doing, is blocking those in certain times. And let's talk about, as we're time blocking, the time boundaries that you need to have in place as well. Because we need to protect the time that we're blocking. So, one of the things that you need to do is help other people respect that time with you. And one great thing that you can put into work to work for you is to maybe have a color system, create index cards. Like if mom has a pink index card, then on her desk, then I'm in focus and do not bother me, ask dad. Or if you have somebody helping you, or if they're old enough, just don't talk to me during this time and this time. And so another thing that I absolutely want to make sure that you're employing in your business is an autoresponder. You should not be in your email all of the time. And this is one of the things that freed up so much time for me, especially in my podcast, where I'm consistently getting emails all of the time about podcast guesting, guests following up with headshots or questions or things like that. And then my assistant might see it and then have to ask me a question. And it was this constant back and forth. So we tend to respond to certain things on one day a week. It's nobody's going to die if they have to wait a week to find out if they can be on a podcast or not. So if something needs a more immediate response, we do that. But we have an autoresponder that lets people know what they can expect from us if they send us certain things. So that is such a great way to get your time back. And really, please make sure you have as many notifications off during your time block so you're not constantly distracted. Those are 3 ways that you can create time boundaries. Another thing you should also try to do as much as possible. I know sometimes moms have limited time, but try to batch tasks. And one thing that really convinced me of this is we had a guest on the podcast who showed writing the ABCs and writing 1 through 26. She wrote ABCs all themselves and then wrote 1 through 26 by themselves underneath each other. And it took her way less time to write the alphabet by itself and numbers by itself. And then she went and wrote A and then 1 and B and then 2 and so on. And it took her way more time. So that's a really great way for you to see how switch costs really slow you down. So if you're doing lots of tasks or multiple tasks that are the same, do those together and you'll get them done much sooner. And then with your time, we're going to talk about things that you should ask yourself about what you're doing in your business is really having some way of support in your business, whether it's a virtual assistant, somebody that helps you do those tasks that are not the high level tasks that you should be doing, whether you find somebody on Fiverr or in a Facebook group for mom entrepreneurs, there might be a legal assistant, or find a way that you are not wearing all the hats in your business and create something that's going to help pay for that person, whether it's a digital download or a workbook or something like that. Or you can then host an event that people pay to attend. Find a way, if you can't already fit it in your budget, to have people that do the tasks for you that aren't the high level thank you tasks that help move your business along. So you're not spending all of this time responding to emails and things like that when you could be doing the high level tasks. So another thing is, this is a picture of me from several years ago that I think for the longest time, I never thought about how play is productive. And I still have moments where I forget this. And so I'm reminding you, I'm also reminding myself that play is productive and you should be scheduling in some fun this summer. It's something that we can just go, okay, great. Now I don't have to be in Carline. So I'm just going to work all summer. But really, we only have maybe 18 summers with our kids at best. And we really should try to make the most of them. I don't think anybody regrets working more. They regret not spending more time with their family. And so let's think about that now and put a plan in place. So play is absolutely productive. I live in the Orlando area. And I notice when we take time and we go to the theme parks and we have fun, I am in a better mental space. I am ready to be more creative. I'm ready to have more fun in my business. And if your business is not fun, then that's just a huge sign that you need to be having more fun and taking time and space to bring that passion back and to have more creativity. And that wraps up our little deep dive into mastering time management from our Summer Sanity Workshop last weekend. I hope you found these strategies insightful and you're feeling inspired to implement them in your own busy mompreneur life. I want to remind you that mastering your time isn't just about being productive. It's about creating more space for what truly matters to you and your family. If you want to revisit any part of today's discussion, or if you missed the live session, be sure to grab the replay while it's still available. And don't forget, for those looking to take things a step further, our Summer Sanity Coaching Package is waiting to help you dive deeper with additional personalized sessions and resources. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't hesitate to reach out with your time management success stories or to share how you're applying today's tips. I absolutely love hearing from listeners. You can connect with me at mombusinesscoach.com and find all of my social links and ways to contact me there. So check back next week for more tips on balancing business and family designed just for mompreneurs like you. I have a solo episode every other week, and every Monday we have a new episode where I interview some of the top mompreneurs, thought leaders, authors, who are going to bring you ways to maximize your time, your life, juggling business and motherhood. So until then, keep optimizing, keep balancing, and keep thriving. This is your host, Angela Mashuli, signing off from the Good Enough Mompreneur Podcast. I hope you have a spectacular and productive summer. Thanks so much for listening.